Welcome back, sports fans, to my channel. Okay, people, let's talk about last night's All-Star weekend. I mean, it's still the weekend, technically. So it's going to be the All-Star game tonight. But let's talk about LeBron did not show up last night during the slam dunk contest, the skills competition, the three-point competition. I did not see him in the audience. I didn't see him courtside. I didn't see him nowhere. Maybe somebody can tell me something different, but all the major players and movie stars or who they was putting the camera on them. Now, I didn't see the list to pick from wasn't too good as far as celebrities. It was a lot of B list, a lot of C list celebrities on here, so I wouldn't say it was the best choice of celebrities in this All-Star weekend. Maybe they'll come tomorrow or today, my fault. Maybe they'll come today. But for the most part, the celebrities always came during, Saturday for the dunk contest, for the three-point contest, especially the dunk contest and stuff like that. But I just don't know what's going on with the NBA today. The crowd last night was, I don't know if it was asleep or what. I saw a lot of empty seats, even though they didn't pan to the audience too much. But a couple of times they did. I seen a lot of empty seats. So where was LeBron to support the NBA as much as they support him? Where was he at? And if I'm wrong, please tell me. I didn't see him. Why in the world would they not put him on the camera if he was there as much as they support him? But I didn't see him. Is he obligated to go? No, he's not. He's not obligated to go. Jordan, he was coming to the All-Star weekend even when he retired a few times. So I know Kobe went. I know LeBron has been to a lot of them, but I just thought he would show up. In my opinion, I'm gonna tell you why he didn't show up. Because if the so-called plumber McClung, I think that's his name, if he won this dunk contest last night, which he did, I'm telling you, it makes LeBron look bad. So I don't think he wanted to show up. If a plumber won the dunk contest 2 years in a row, it's gonna make him look bad. And if you've been following my channel, I really think that the Lakers are gonna be back in the Western Conference Finals, and they're gonna play Denver, and they're gonna get swept again. Okay, and I'm not gonna go over the whole video again on the whole thing, because I've said this a lot of times, and the Lakers are right where they need to be. Okay, a lot of people keep saying they're mad and pissed off, and I'm like, look, bro, LeBron is old. AD, he's not gonna play top notch basketball the whole season. He'll get hurt. So you got to be pleased with what they got. Of course, they got a deep team. They got a good team, and they should be number 5. At least number 5 spot. But you got to be happy where they are right now. As far as the LeBron never playing no defense and stuff like that, the Wolves aren't going to beat them. That whole their team is too deep. Hachimura, Russell, Reeves, just those 3 guys right there can get you 15 to 30 any night, and then you got LeBron and AD can get you 25 to 35 any given night. So, and then you got 3. They go 3 deep on the bench. I'm not saying that's the deepest bench, but what I'm trying to say is the Wolves aren't going to beat them in the 7-game series. Don't look at what you see, what's going on this season in the rankings and all this stuff. I'm talking about what have these teams proven that's ahead of the Lakers? Tell me, because the Lakers done beat all these teams that's in front of them, and sometimes two and three times in the season. They beat the Clippers two times already with James Harden on the squad. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the Wolves, OKC, the Mavs, the Suns, the Pelicans, Sacramento, the Warriors. Clay's done. So he's taking a lesser role. Only team that's going to be able to beat them starting five for starting five is Denver. Denver done beat them twice this year. I don't know how they only played Denver twice this year. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the times I've seen them. Denver has the deepest squad, 1 through 5. So Denver, they're going to end up playing. I think the Lakers are going to move up in the standings. They're going to make a second push like they did last year after the All-Star break. You got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Those teams above them haven't proved nothing. They haven't proved. What did the Timberwolves prove so far? Nothing. What did they prove last year? Well, what did Sacramento prove last year? They all got beat in the playoffs. So you got to stop. The Lakers aren't going to put in full effort all year to play because of what I just told you. LeBron's old, and he doesn't want to play defense, and AD is prone to getting hurt. So they're going to turn it on after the season. So let's move on. So if you look at Rick Barry in this image, he was the first so-called plumber. We don't call them plumbers. That's what the LeBron era called these guys, plumbers. Anybody who's white is a plumber. So we're going to go by their definition. This was just to make LeBron look good, but ultimately, in the long run, it's making LeBron look like an idiot. And the people who vouch for him, like, the people who get paid, like, from Unclutch Sports, like Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, and, all this stuff is going to come out once LeBron retires, that he done pay so many people to speak on his defense that's in the media. Because they really wasn't speaking like this on him before he before he formed Clutch Sports. Yeah, he made this entity. So supposedly, that's what I think. So you got John Barry. I think Rick Barry's son won the dunk contest. Was the first plumber, okay? The first plumber. And then you can see LeBron sitting here. He don't want to participate in the dunk contest. And this same plumber beat him in the 2007 finals. So that's just a coincidence. Ori was on that team, right? Robert Ori was on that team. The guy that the LeBron fans used with the 7 rings against Michael Jordan. And guess what? Ori got his 7th ring against LeBron. I mean, everything these guys do that don't even make any sense for the argument, it always backfires in their face. So yeah, he didn't show up, LeBron, for the yesterday for All-Star Weekend because he didn't want to look dumb if Matt McClung, I think that's his name, won the dunk contest. He didn't want to be looking dumb, and he still looks dumb. A plumber won it twice in his era, and he ain't even competed. Look, Michael Jordan, if I'm not mistaken, lost. He lost his first 2. No, my fault. He lost his first dunk contest, and he won his next 2. So what's wrong with taking the L? I mean, so the 3-point contest, it was kind of weak. It was okay, but it wasn't the best. Curry versus old girl from the WNBA, which is ludicrous. I'm pretty sure they had the magnet turned on because she was just drilling them. I'm not trying to say she can't play, but I'm looking at this like they got the ball magnet turned on so she could just be drilling these. And ultimately, they weren't going to let her win. they wasn't gonna let her win because they wasn't gonna make the NBA look like a fool. Now they wasn't gonna have her beat Curry, at what he does. But they turned on the magnet so she could get hot and hit some and stuff like that. And she even had more points than the NBA 3-point shooters that played against each other. And it's just ludicrous that they keep trying to bring these WNBA players into what the NBA does. What about your All Star weekend? Have your All Star weekend. Stop trying to bring these people in that aren't the same competition, not on the same level of NBA players. Sorry, you can't sell your league. Your league sucks. But who can you blame but you? I mean, get some sexy women in there. Nobody wants to see, these women that look like dudes running up and down the court with big necks. And, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, nobody's gonna go to that. Nobody's gonna see that. There's, like people say, lower the rims and start dunking and do something because it's getting boring. Nobody cares about the WNBA. They done brought so much of that into the NBA, giving these women jobs to talk about that, to be on these shows and NBA talk shows and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. It's just cheap labor. That's all it is, and probably part of the WNBA contract to come over and talk with the NBA on their off season. So LeBron doesn't show up. Where was he? I mean, I'm not gonna say he couldn't party. I mean, he's got plenty of time to party after this. I mean, it only lasted till 10 o'clock. Most people don't go to the club until what, 11, 12 o'clock or something like that. I mean, where was he at? I mean, he's supposed to be representing the face of the NBA, but he didn't want to show up. And I think the dunk contest, you might want to get away with. Just give these guys time off because if a dude who ain't even playing in the NBA is winning dunk contest, I mean, what does this mean? I mean, I just don't get it. Get rid of it. It's making them look awful. It's making the NBA look bad. I mean, and then you got these other guys that's supposed to be more athletic that actually play in the NBA, getting tens of millions of dollars, and they're not more athletic than this 6-foot plumber that has more creativity, can outdunk them, everything. And his first dunk should have got a 50. To me, I think they was the last time he dunked, he got a 50. But the other ones, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking that they was trying to let the other guys win, but the other guys just couldn't. I just don't know. They just couldn't come out with better dunks than what McClung did. And it's sad. These are supposed to be the most athletic NBA players. I mean, Jordan would have went out there and won this one. This guy dunked over two guys, and I think it was, was it Jalen Brown? I think he dunked over one guy. I don't think it was Jalen Brown. I think it was another guy. And McClung got a lower score. It didn't even make no sense. So I think they was trying to get him out, and the fans were just booing these guys. The guys that was contesting the dunk contest, they were just awful. They were just awful. They was trying to get him out. They didn't want him to win. They didn't they didn't want him to win. I'm trying to tell you. Because it's making the NBA look bad in their own All-Star weekend. We'll see what the All-Star game provides, but LeBron, he didn't show up. I think he didn't want to look bad. If this plumber won, two plumbers would have won on his watch, which means nothing to me. But it looks bad because he never participated. So tell me what you think.